One of the biggest things that we have to conquer is right here. How we think, how we perceive things, how we expect things to go. It all starts right here. But sometimes we lose that battle. We come up on the short side. We get caught up in things, and then we wonder why things are going the way they're going. It's because we have lost control of our own mind, our own thoughts, our own actions. And that's not going to work. We've got to keep control of our thoughts, our minds, our actions, because that's how we become successful. That's how we change. That's how we pivot. That's how we do the things that we're called to do. Let's talk about it right quick. Everybody, MiltonCraft man on a mission. Hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to come by and chat with you real quick about some things that were on my mind this morning and yesterday. I wanted to share them with you guys to see if you guys have had the same thoughts, the same issues like I've had. So I'm going to talk about myself today. I'm going to talk about me, my issues, the things that I need to work on. So the thing is, change your thoughts, change your life. That's pretty much what I want to talk about. If you change the way you think, you can change your life. For many years, I think I made some bad choices in the way that I think, the way that I've done things, the way that I approach things. It's like looking in the mirror with a frown on your face and expecting a smile. Think about it. You're looking in the mirror with a frown on your face, expecting a smile. Doesn't work. That's the wrong thought. That's the wrong mindset. That's the wrong attitude. It's approaching life every day with a negative mindset, a negative thought, complaining, always expecting something to go bad. Not positive, just looking for the next thing to happen. Even when it may not even happen, but you're expecting something to go bad. So the way you think, the way you approach things, the way you respond to things, they shape your life. They truly shape your life. And for many years, I said no to a lot of things. Fear, doubt, lazy, unconcerned, all of that fit into the framework of my way of thinking. That I didn't want to do it. I didn't care to learn about it. Didn't want to study more about it. And that has shaped a lot of things in my life. And it has created a lot of good things. It has created a lot of bad things. But they all were created by this right here. The way that I thought. The way that I approach things. And we have to be very careful about our thoughts, our actions, our feelings that create our thoughts. They have a way of shaping your life for good or for bad. Think about what I said. You're looking in the mirror with a frown on your face, but you expected to see a smile in there. So you want to start a new journey, a new business, something, but you have no idea. You haven't put any thought into it. You think it's just going to fall out of the sky. It's just going to happen because you want to do it. But you haven't put any thought, any research, any effort, nothing. But you expect for it to happen just like that. Nothing just happens in this world. You all know that. At 56, I've learned that over and over and over again. Nothing just happens. You have to think. You have to prepare. You have to plan. And if it doesn't go as you expect it to go, you have to pivot. It's okay to pivot. But the thing is to stay in the game. But it starts with right here. As I was growing up, well, I won't start there. When I got married, there's a lot of things I wanted to do as a young man, young husband. One thing was we bought real estate. We got into stocks and bonds. We started doing all that at an early age. That was something that was embedded in this mind that I wanted to do because I wanted to try it. And we did it. And but as life went on, I started being a little bit more resistant to things because I don't know if it was fear, doubt, or whatever. I don't know exactly what it was, but the mind was not right. My mindset was not right. My focus was not right. And we suffered because of that. We had a lot of setback, a lot of hardships because of that. But the sun did come back out. Got a chance to do some great things with my wife, my kids, our organization, in the workplace. Got a chance to do some great things. But at the end of the day, It's all about this right here. How do I think? How do I act? How do I respond? And I say the same thing to you. You need to think about how you think, how you act, and how you respond. It's so crucial, it's so vital to your success. Because if you keep thinking the wrong way, you keep responding the wrong way, you keep doing things the wrong way, there's nothing good that's going to come out of that. Change your thoughts, change your life. Even when you approach a job, think about how you go into that job. Don't just go into that job trying to uplift this company to give them the best that you have, all that you've got. Think about what it is that you want out of this time in this specific place. If you're there to learn, to network, to grow, to help put you in a better position, make sure that stays the focus. If you're there just to get a check, just to clock in and out every day, so be it. Let that be the focus. But whatever that focus is, don't lose track of it. Sometimes we get in there, man, we get to making money, we get to working, and we lose sight of why we're there, what we're supposed to be doing. What's the purpose of this? We get sidetracked. We get caught up in other stuff. We get caught up in other people. We get caught up in things that we shouldn't be caught up in. And we miss the point of being there. And then 5 years, 6 years later down the road, you ask yourself, why am I still here? I had a plan to do this. Because you lost thought. You lost thought of what you were supposed to be doing. And it's so easy to get caught up into that. I'm not saying it's not. It is. But the thing is, you have to change your thoughts in order to change your life. And we need to be honest with ourselves. Look in the mirror and say, look, you made some bad choices. You made some bad mistakes. Own it. Learn from it. Don't get stuck in it. And go forward. But the first step is you have to own it. You have to admit it. You have to say, look, I made some bad choices. My thoughts were off. My mindset was wrong. And I did some things I shouldn't have done. And I went the wrong direction. And I made some mistakes. It's life. It happens. But you learn from it. You pivot. You adjust. You move forward. You go in a different direction. So I'm outside. So I'm going to take a sip of water. Because let me tell you, this Tennessee heat, it's 100 degrees out here. It may not look like it. But I've learned you got to drink some water. Or this Tennessee heat will take you down. But I wanted to come and talk about that because I think a lot of us are really dealing with that. We're not being open and honest with ourselves about how we truly feel and what's really irritating us. And it's probably us more than anything. We're our own irritation. We're our own issue right now because we have to deal with all of the baggage and the things that come with us. What's going on in this mind that's keeping you from doing what you want to do? You have to be honest about that. You have to be open about that. You have to address that because if you never address it, you will stay in this cycle 20, 30 years and wake up one day and say, dog, why am I still here? I've been looking in that mirror frowning for years, but I never got a smile back because you never chose to smile. You chose to keep that frown. You chose to keep in that doubt, that fear, that just uncertainty. You chose to live in that. And you wonder why nothing has changed. So I'm coming here today to encourage you. I want you to encourage you to be you. To get out of your own way. Because until you do, nothing will change. You are your worst nightmare. I said it. You are your worst nightmare because you're not willing to change this right here. And until you do, you will keep running into the same cycle over and over and over again. You're great. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm not saying you're no good. I'm saying you're great. You're wonderful. You're brilliant. You're spectacular. You just have to look in that mirror and change that frown to a smile. And the day you do that, that's the day you will change the way you think about yourself, about life, and how you approach things. You got to do it. I had to do it. You got to do it. Yeah, life happens. Hiccups happen. It's not the end of the world. I promise you, the world will not stop because of a simple hiccup, a job loss, or something. The world doesn't stop. You're still as great as you were the day you got that job to the day you left that job. you're still the same great person. Don't ever forget that. So look in the mirror. Change your thoughts, change your attitude, change your ways, change your mood. Change the person that you no longer want to be into the person that you want to be. Nothing changes on its own. You have to make it change. You have to make those things come to pass. You can say you want to do something, but until you take the steps, the actions, the effort to make that change, it'll stay the same. It will not change. I promise you from experience, it will not change. So be the change that you want to be. Change your thoughts, change your mind, change your actions. Start smiling in that mirror. Don't frown anymore, because you have so much to offer, so much goodness, so much greatness that the world needs. So, MiltonCraft, man on a mission. Hey, check out my ebooks on my ebook store in the description. Go get you an ebook, something to help lift you up. Different things from mindset to management to money management to business startups. It's all in there. So check out my little ebook store and get you an ebook to help you to go forward. So hey, MiltonCraft, man on a mission. Good talking to you. Talk to you soon.